Hi everyone. Happy Monday and a very happy Halloween to everybody. I hope it's a fun day for you and your families, and hopefully you get a whole break from school and work to have some fun today as well. This is lesson 8 this week, and this week a big focus is on information literacy. Kind of a fancy term to just basically be able to say, how do you judge information? How do you know information is credible? How do you know that a source of information is better than another source of information? In our world today, with the internet and just the amount of information and access to resources we have, this is a crucial skill, even outside of academics. Just to be able to distinguish true sources from false sources, or better sources from just good sources, especially in school. A big part is research and getting information, and so it's really important that you are able to distinguish a lot of these skills. So don't see it too much as just training on using a library or something like that, but these are real skills you use every day in judging information that you obtain. So most of the activities are pretty standard, like we've gotten into pretty much, and I just wanted to go through the application activity with you today. It's different. It's different than other resource or type of assignments you've done before. And so I think it'll be fun, maybe a little change of pace for you as you go. So to go through this really quick, the first one is that you actually get to choose a topic. And the only criteria is it's something that we've already talked about in this class so far this semester. So I would recommend, if you go into class, into the content area of the class, and go back into our previous lessons and just look at a few of them and remember the principles that we talked about and get some ideas of one you might like to research a little bit. So it could be about lifelong learning, about academic planning, or goal setting, or career exploration, or time management, any of those sort of things. Just choose something that we've already learned about in class so far. Then, the first step you're going to do is you're going to follow this link to deseretnews.com, and we'll follow that. And we'll get to their page, and you'll see right up here in the top right corner is a little search bar. Grab that, give us a search here, and so let's say, for example, I want to talk about goals. So one of the things we've talked about is setting goals. So if I search that term, then here in the results, for example, how writing down life goals helps students boost their semester grades. That might be something that's really applicable, especially to you students. So I might select that article and then read it. Nice thing about news articles, they're not very long. They're not page after page after page. So might give you some good information here about setting goals. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to read the article. And coming back to our instructions here. In the next step, you're going to choose one of the articles, read it, and then the first thing you're going to write on your Word document is a summary. So at least one paragraph summarizes the article, and it's really important and stresses it here. These are in your words, not copying and pasting or just repeating the words of the article itself. One of the important things you learn in Pathway is about plagiarism and making sure you are using your own words and not stealing words from your source. So you got to kind of process the article, summarize it into one paragraph. And then your second one, number 2, is where you kind of talk about how do you feel about the article? Do you agree with the arguments and the precepts that were presented in the article? So that's the first part of the assignment, is to read an article about the topic and then kind of share your thoughts about it. Next, you're going to start to evaluate the article. And so there's 2 main areas about it. First is the author. So you're going to learn some internet search techniques before you get to this step, in which you're going to research the author. What's their background? What's their education? Do they have experience in this field? And then you kind of make a judgment. Is this person a credible source to be talking about this? And then the second thing is you kind of critique the article itself. And where did it come from? What's its audience? When was it published? Is it recent? Is this current information? Everything like that. And is there bias? And then finally, you make an overall judgment here, number 5, where you say, if this was a college-level research paper, would this be an acceptable source? So it's just going to take you through a little sample of research. Not a huge amount. You're evaluating one article, but you got to do a little research into it. And it may take some deep diving. Internet. One Google search may not give you all the answers. You may have to look at several sources to be able to answer each of these criteria. about it. So anyways, but I hope, like I said, it's kind of a change of pace, a little different type of work this week. And but let me know. I know it can seem a little uncomfortable if you haven't done much of this before, so let me know if you have any questions about it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing how you do on these articles.